never going to be smart, happy, or thin ever again. Oh, and I'm pretty sure I'm turning into a dog.
You're so funny.
You know, so much of what I found freeing about this film and the experience of playing Mother was just in playing somebody who's in search of their identity and feels lost. You kind of are in a space of acceptance, constantly sort of channeling that energy. And I think that's where Mother gets to. And so I found that very freeing. It's just I was very accepting of myself, my physicality, my emotional state of being. In working with a child, you have to be very present. And there just wasn't a lot of judgment of anything.
We worked with an amazing movement coach and stunt coordinator who had actually done a lot of work on four-legged animals and how to move as though you had four legs, but usually using an extra limb for your legs. And so she worked with Amy and I, truthfully, on how that might be physicalized. And then we would kind of come up with a plan and then film it and see how it felt and then make adjustments to make her seem more dog-like. And we talked a lot about the elements of her body that were still human-like versus which parts were dog-like.
It was just sort of this idea of how dogs actually propel themselves, with their hindquarters versus their front quarters. So yeah, it was definitely for that scene where I was had to kind of collapse and run down and dig. We did a little bit of coaching on that.
It felt like this bigger metaphor for sort of what's happening in her life, that as she's become a mother, she started sort of digging through her past, her own mother, what it is to be a mother, this sort of like excavating we do as we try to go deeper into something really personal, and that the transformation could happen in the digging, which is such a dog-like thing to do. As soon as that kind of unlocked, then I think I could kind of plan out what the transformation would be like more.
I think it's the moment where she releases sort of the control and the hold she had on this sort of feral frustration and rage. And that moment, and I know Mari really wanted to show that it's not just a moment about that, but a moment of freedom, like really coming into freedom of self.